Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you have probably already seen by the title, I am going to take a break from YouTube and recording and some stuff. But before we are heading into the reasons and why I need a break and stuff like that, I want to say I will not disappear for good. I plan to still do my Honkai Star Rail stuff. As you know, I love Honkai Star Rail. I love doing the Euphoria's story. I love the characters. I love the story writing of the whole, I don't know, Titan stuff, circles and everything. So I plan on still doing that. I will be here for the patches. We are going through the story. I will be here for the character talks that I usually do when they are dropping new characters. We will still talk about the character designs, the drip marketing and everything like that. But besides that, I will rarely do anything. And one of the reasons is that I kind of feel stuck with the content lately. I don't really feel it anymore. I don't really think this is going anywhere. And yeah, I'm struggling with the space that I'm in right now. The gacha space was not something that I intended to be the sole content of my channel. I've started with Genshin, I really enjoyed that for a time and then I stopped, but I never planned on being stuck in just one space. I originally planned to be a variety content creator because that's what I like. I like to explore different games, especially story games. That's what I enjoy the most. But I never intended to be stuck in the same space, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I do have some notes on the side so I don't rail off too much to some other things. Because I tend to jump from one topic to another and it's pretty chaotic sometimes. But yeah, I still intend to do Honkai Star Rail for Honkai Impact, and I know a lot of you guys will be disappointed about this, but I'm planning to finish it off on my own. I still plan to finish it off. I just want to stop now, but I think I can be faster if I just do it on my own. But I will record the major scenes and my reactions, and in the end I think I still want to sit down and talk about my experience about part 1. So yeah, I try to capture at least the animated scenes because I think it's a nice comparison to the start where I just reacted to them without context. These scenes, the animated scenes, and yeah, I think for the rest of it, I'm just trying to finish it off. I have been, and this is totally my fault, I have been carrying this game with me for nearly 2 years now, right? And I'm still not finished, and this is, as I said before, totally my fault. I could have long been done with this, but yeah, kind of Honkai Star Rail became my priority out of the gacha games because I was enjoying it as a whole. It was easy to farm the characters or farm for the characters and build the characters and everything. And I really enjoyed the Honkai Impact story, but it kind of feels dragging at this point, because I'm just taking such a long time for it to finish. And yeah, I think I could be much faster if I just do whenever instead of getting ready. I have so limited time for recording and stuff like that, and I feel like I have to finish it off now and just enjoy it and maybe then do something else for some time, because I feel like I owe it to those people that were here from the beginning and are still excited for this, that I at least finish it, part 1, because I still think the story is very interesting and I love the characters, but it is also so time consuming, especially if I really want to do everything. The whole Elysian realm is taking a long time. The auto chapters, which were kind of open world, took some time, right? And I kind of want to finish it now, and I don't really have the time to record all of it. So I hope you can understand that I try to finish it off now. And yeah, I will still record the Because of You and the graduation trip. I still want to record all of that. So yeah, that's for like the Honkai stuff. For like the gaming stuff in general, I really want to like do something different. But in order to like do that, I have to make time to just think about what I want to do. I want to take this more seriously because up until this point, it was just like a hobby. I didn't really get like the payments or stuff like that. I never really set that up. I don't know. I really want to take this more seriously because I like doing this, but also I feel kind of stuck. And I feel like I'm not at a point where I can grow now as a content creator. So I just want to take a step back from all of this, to like I don't know, gain more ideas, see what I can do differently. I plan to move, like quite for some time now. And there is like stuff going on in my life that is just making it so hard for me to like stick to this right now. You know what I mean? But at some point, especially like if I have my own place in the future, hopefully like very soon, I want to like set everything up more to be like a creator, because I don't really feel it right now. I don't really know sometimes what I want to do, which content I want to react to, which content I want to record and stuff like that. But I also feel like as a creator to grow, you have to like do a lot of things, I think like streaming should be included. I think like TikTok should be included in some kind of way, there should be some community building, a Discord and stuff like that. And all of these things I don't really have time for right now. I don't really have the energy for. I will go into that a little bit later, Yeah, I kind of want to start building a community, but besides my like usual work that I do during the week, it's like hard to find time to set all of these things up, And like one of the reasons why I struggle with like free time things and like doing things in my free time is because, and I don't know if I have mentioned this before, and also like just to say this, I'm not saying this to like farm sympathy or something like that. This is just like to give clarification why sometimes like doing things after work or something like that is hard for me, while others can do that. I know there are a lot of creators who also have jobs, who like have the time and the energy to sit down after work and record videos, play games, I don't know, do stuff like that, stream or whatever. And that is the only reason why I'm mentioning this, but I am chronically ill. I don't have the energy that other people have. I get tired very easily. And yeah, I have to kind of like always think about my resources. And yeah, sometimes I can like drag myself a little bit to like do things, even when I'm like extremely exhausted. But most of the times it's like really hard, especially in like summer with like the heat, it gets way harder to do things for me because I'm even more like exhausted and tired than I usually am because of like the chronic illness. And I don't want to go into too much detail, but it is there, and the constant exhaustion is just sometimes so hard that it starts with like getting ready, I do work from home, I have kind of like the positives about that. I'm working from home, but even for like my normal job, getting ready is like sometimes really hard for me, and I struggle with that. That doesn't mean that I don't really like being a content creator, and I know like some of these things are just like part of the journey. But what struggles with like the wants and the can'ts, is like my mental health as well, because I do want to do so much, but I am not capable of doing it. It's not a question that I'm just lazy and I could do them, but I'm just not capable of doing them in like extremely exhausted situations. Like my body is like constantly fighting, within, and there is constantly like stuff going on. My body is not healthy because of that. And yeah, as I said before, I'm not really good with like the English terminologies of like all of the medical stuff, but yeah, I have been struggling, and I struggle with like a normal work as well. This is not just like a content creator thing. I struggle to work normally for years now. I have been working for like 12 years now, I think, and I jumped from job to job until I am here where I am right now working from home. But it's still a struggle. It's like easier working from home, but it's also still a struggle because I have to constantly like be there to earn enough money to like live because I'm not earning that much because I'm just working from home, you know? It's like hard. It's like really hard. And I wish I could like do something better, you know, something that is a little bit easier but brings me enough money. But as I said before, I'm struggling with like my normal job and then with like the content creation and how much I've been doing. I've been editing like mostly the whole week after work, you know, for at least like 2-3 hours after work. And then I have also a dog I have to take care of. Yeah, there is just so much going on and I'm trying to get somewhere in life as well, you know. I'm trying to like get my own apartment, but it's like taking very, very long. And like all this like health and mental health stuff and like also the private things that are going on, they're just so draining that I really struggle to like find content that I want to do as of right now. So yeah, it was not easy to decide this, but I decided to like take a step back, take a break, only do the Honkai Star Rail stuff for now, and think about like what content and like what creative stuff I want to do when I'm like back from the break, you know? Because I want to get like more creative with my content. I want to share more of my opinion because I think like today's content creation, even in the gaming space, is just not solely playing games anymore, you know? People care more about opinions nowadays than just solely the gameplay and you enjoying the game. I think that's more of a streaming thing. I think Let's Plays are just slowly dying out, you know, completely, which is kind of sad because I always enjoy them. But I understand that people don't have the time to watch like 2 or 3 hours of gameplay anymore. And yeah, I'm just trying to find like something that I want to do besides like the playthrough style, you know. And I think like nowadays also like shorts are very important and create content that shares your opinion in like a short format. So yeah, that's kind of basically it. I'm not really good with words in general, and it's like really hard for me to like put my words outside of my brain most of the time. So I kind of struggle with that too, but I think like making videos and constantly just talking to myself out loud just really helps with that as well, you know. But I feel like I just need a break to like give my brain some rest, just focus on my normal work that is like financially like supporting me for now, you know, and like really be sure in what direction I want to like do my content in the future. Because the reason for my channel was actually to do like variety and share my love for gaming, but I don't always love gaming, you know. But there is so much more as well about me that I really enjoy. I do enjoy animes, you know, like sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more, as like right now I watch a lot of animes. And yeah, you have probably heard me say that I really love 86 now, the anime, and I'm reading the light novels, and I feel like I could talk about these things as well. Like usually like people do this in like a streaming setting, but as to where I live now, because I'm not living alone at the moment, you probably know how it's like to live with like family. They always want something from you. That's why I always like record, because I can stand up more. I have to just pause the game and then I get up, and or if I want to get a break, I can just do 2 hours if I'm already exhausted and then I stop. I also want to like take this time to like grow as a creator, you know. I want to learn more about like storytelling, about like talking in general, because I feel like I really struggle sometimes. Like my voice is very monotonous or something. I don't know how you say that, but you know what I mean, right? Yeah, I just want to improve myself in some kind of way, and I have to sacrifice something to like improve myself. And this is like the only thing that I can sacrifice, as I said, because of the struggles with my health and like the constant exhaustion that I have. So I have to step back for now and focus on like all of the things that I told you in this video to give you like a better experience in the future, because I want to take this more serious. Yeah, I think I have said everything that I wanted to say. This is not goodbye forever. This is not a goodbye, okay? This is not a goodbye at all. As I said before, I'm still planning to do like my usual Honkai Star Rail content. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments down below. I'm trying to answer everything, or maybe I will collect them for a future like Q&A. And yeah, I hope you will still enjoy my Honkai Star Rail content that I'm putting out. I hope you will stick with me and be ready for like the changes I want to do. Yeah, I just wanted to say I appreciate everyone who's been here. I'm still so grateful for everyone who is here. I'm not really good with words, but I just want you to know that I really appreciate like everyone who watches my content, everyone who enjoys my content, everyone who is just here. You know, I really appreciate it, and I really hope you stick around for everything that I have to offer in the future. And thank you so much for watching and for stopping by. I still have I think 2 more videos. We still have to do the finale of like Clair Obscur, and then I have also reacted to like an animation called Alien Stage, which was really interesting, so make sure to check them out as well. Thank you so much for watching again and for stopping by, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!